Hi guys, this is Radhika here from Mic Drop Mom. Welcome to this candid conversation about how to grow a successful home and kitchen garden. So I had got a lot of requests from viewers asking me on this topic. So I had only one person in mind, and there is no one better than Mrs. Shital Bavishi to take advice on this topic. For all of you who do not know who she is, she's an environmentalist from Kolkata who's trying to make a difference. As Vangri Mathai correctly said, until you dig a hole, plant a tree, water it, and make it survive, you haven't done a thing. You are just talking. When I met Shital, a committed environmentalist and a fellow blogger, I was amazed at how selflessly she's trying to inspire people to work towards a pollution-free environment. So I'm just going to invite her to our conversation. Just a minute, guys. Hi, Shital.
Hi, Radhika. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine. Doing good.
Welcome to Mic Drop Mom.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so happy you agreed to have this interesting conversation with us.
Yeah. It's my pleasure, Radhika.
So what is growing in your kitchen garden this week?
This week, some microgreens are there. Like I have started some black pea microgreen, chickpea,
Wow.
black chickpea.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is the latest actually. And otherwise, 2-3 microgreens are on their way.
Wow.
And some parsley I have just sowed 15 or 20 days back. So it is growing nicely. So this is the update. Yes.
There's so much to learn from you. So much.
Yes. Actually, this subject is very interesting. And nowadays, people have time actually to think about it, that we can grow our food on our own.
Absolutely.
So this is the right time actually if you want to.
Yes. So I have a long list of questions that a lot of viewers have asked. So can I ask you?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So the first question that someone sent is, how do you start planning? Like if someone does not have a kitchen or a home garden, what should the planning be? The first step.
Okay. Yeah. Because see, it's a myth that for a garden, you need a big space. It is not like that. If you have a will to have a garden, you can grow your plants in a small balcony or even on a window sill if you have your window sill on the kitchen. So it is not, space is not an issue. No doubt, if you will not grow so much of plants, but at least a few definitely you will have. So I think for planning, first of all, you have to look for the space. At which space you want to grow some plants, right? And that space should have adequate light. So what do you mean by adequate light for the plants? Because plants, the one major food for the plant is the sunlight.
Right.
You know that, I think. Everyone knows that beside the water, the sunlight is the food for plant. So you have to choose the space likewise, that when wherever you are getting 4 to 5 hours sunlight, that will be the best lighted area for your plants. Or if you want to keep some plants indoors, the adequate light should be the area in which you can read anything. Like without any artificial light, if you can read anything, that will be the adequate light for your plants, for indoor plants.
Okay.
So you have to look for the space first of all, then you have to look for the adequate light. And after that, you have to just decide that what type of plants you want to grow.
Right.
Like there are tons of varieties, right? There are indoor plants, outdoor plants. There are ornamental plants, succulents, herbs, microgreens, flowers, veggies, and the list is endless. Actually.
They're spoiled for choice.
So you have to decide that what. Yes. So you have to decide that what you want to grow or what you are fascinated about. that some people like only flower plants. They are not interested in veggies or any herbs like that. So that you have to decide at that what you want to grow in your house or in your balcony.
Okay.
So
So,
that will be the
right.
first step of planning of any garden. Yes.
And then, do we
Yeah.
need any equipments? Are equipments required?
And not I will, yeah, not on the very early stage. You don't require any equipments, but definitely when you will grow more plants and you have lots of plants in your garden, then definitely you need some digger, and so there are so many tools for the gardening. But
Right.
if you want to grow some herbs or microgreens, then definitely you should invest one nice sprinkler,
Acha.
because these type of plants, the herbs and microgreens, are very delicate in nature. So they need flow, like very soft flow on them. So you need to invest in a very good sprinkler if you want to grow microgreens or if you want to grow some kitchen herbs, right?
Okay. And do we order online?
So otherwise, in the yeah, we can order online. All the things are available online. Even I have ordered my garden tool from Amazon, so it's easy to order online. No issues about it. Yeah, but I would suggest that for the early stage, don't invest in so many things.
Right.
First, start gardening and love your plants. Then invest on all these things. The
Absolutely.
plants need your love first, then the tools.
Correct.
Yes.
So, do we need to plan a budget
Yeah.
first? Like someone, if does not want to spend too much on the plants, do we need to plan a
Yes.
budget?
Okay.
Is it required?
Yes, of course you should. You should plan. Yes, you should plan. Because if you are buying a big money plant, or if you are buying a big erica palm or a snake plant, that these are indoor plants that are air purifying plants,
Okay.
and this can be grown again and again with the stems. You can propagate the stems of money plant or snake plant, and you can have many plants from one plant. So definitely you can go that way even. And if you want to grow microgreens, that the seeds are even available in your kitchen, so even
Right.
you don't have to invest much in that type of gardening.
Right.
Yeah. So microgreens is the best way actually to start gardening, because you can see the results in a few days. Just within 10 to 15 days you can see the results, and you will get motivated with the results, because see, when you are seeing the results in front of your eyes,
Right.
and you can actually consume the product that you have grown up,
Yeah.
so it's amazing feeling. So I think you should start with the microgreens. Yeah, and it is a very budget friendly plant that you can grow.
So, do we
And
start by buying?
otherwise all the plants,
Sorry, you go on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's okay.
So,
Yeah.
do we start
So
by
what you were
buying
asking?
seeds, or do we buy the plant directly from the nursery? Do we start buying the
Yeah, see, there are two
seeds, or do
types.
we start
Yeah.
buying the plants?
No, one should start gardening by buying the plants, I must say, because see, plants needs care actually. So you have to spend time with them. So I would suggest that please go with very little plants, not more than 3 or 4 plants. Just buy them from nursery, just like you buy the indoor plants first. So it will give a nice look, a fresh look to your place, and they are very low maintenance plant actually. So buy that plant, take care of that plant. And after some time, within some days, you will feel that you are spending time with your plants. And by that way, you can take care of the plant, and then you should start your own gardening, because your own gardening or plantation of any seeds or succulents or any stems, that needs actually little efforts.
Right.
So when you will be familiar with your plants, then only you can do that. Otherwise you will not feel well, because the things will not come up nicely, and you will feel no, it's okay, let's give up, I don't want to do it.
Huh.
So the best way to buy some plants from the nursery first, get accumulated with it, get in love with it, and take care of it. And after that, within a month, you will feel that I want more plants, and then invest in some plants.
Absolutely.
plant your own seeds or any stem or propagation like anything you can do.
So Sheetal, what do you
Yeah,
think? What
so that
should
is the
we?
best way.
How should we start? Which is easiest to grow? Herbs and vegetables. If someone wants to do a kitchen garden, so which one should they start
Yeah.
first with?
First, they should start with some herbs because
Achha.
see, basil, mint, tulsi, all these herbs are very low maintenance plant. And once you buy it from nursery, you can grow it more in your different pots and plants by propagating the stems. You know,
Right.
because see, I have done a series of videos on my page for especially for the gardening for beginners.
Acha.
So those who are actually interested, yeah, and those who are actually interested and want to actually do it, you can visit my page. And there are 4 episodes for gardening for beginners, and it's all the detailed information will be there for the propagation.
So your
So
page is
like
on
you can start with the
Sheetal, your page is on Facebook and Instagram both.
Facebook, yes, Instagram both, yes, yeah.
And
It's with the
it's
name of Beejum.
yes.
Beejum, yes. So I've just finished the series of aloe vera now. Just 2-3 days back only, I've finished the series of aloe vera. The goodness of aloe vera I have described. I have described all the skincare regime, hair care regime, and how to use aloe vera as a edible plant. So I've
Right.
just finished with that. Yeah. So
I'm
you can
loving
visit
that
my
series.
page.
I'm loving that series.
Yeah.
I'm loving.
Yes, yes. Even I got a huge response from
Yeah.
so many of my followers.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you will follow the series of gardening for beginners, so you will get all the detailed information from that videos. But otherwise, it's the herbs that the basil, tulsi, and mint are the easiest herbs to grow. And
Okay.
some vegetables even you can grow, but you need to buy that from them from nursery first,
Okay.
because otherwise you have to go for with the full process of that potting soil and everything. If you are not having all this with you, then it is not possible for you to even grow some vegetables.
Right.
So buy some ready plants and have some fruits first, and then try your own plantation.
Absolutely.
So you can grow tomatoes, you can grow chilies, some lady's finger even you can grow. So these are the easiest to grow vegetables in kitchen garden. And some herbs are there, microgreens are there. Even you can have lemongrass, easily. I think all the Marwadi families, they know the how to grow wheatgrass, because you people do it with gangor
Yeah.
and all. So
Right.
it is amazing and magnificent value of the wheatgrass is there. So you definitely try to grow wheatgrass. So these are very easily growable vegetable and easily maintainable actually.
So Sheetal, if someone like I was reading somewhere that if you soak tomato seeds overnight or chili seeds overnight, then you can use those seeds next day for sowing.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Does it work like that?
So that there are yeah, it works like that, but it is not necessary because
Okay.
if you are buying the seeds from nursery and it is specially meant for the growing, then you don't have to soak it. You
Okay.
just have to soak the seeds that you are using from your kitchen, right?
Right.
If you are say using the methi seeds, you are using rai, or you are
Mhm.
using that dhania,
Huh.
then you have to soak it. Otherwise, the seeds that are readily available for the plantation or for the gardening, you don't need to soak it. You directly sprinkle it in the potting mix, and you will get the results.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you understand the garden soil, like the soil that you are buying from the nursery? How do you
Yeah.
understand that the soil is good?
Yeah, the quality of soil should be always, you should keep in mind that the quality of soil should be very good, because the nutrition that the soil is having will give you the fruit or the flower or the herbs that whatever you want in your plant, right?
Right.
So the soil should be of very good quality. you can buy the soil online, or you can ask your mali to get it from nursery even.
Okay.
Or if you have a park nearby your complex or your building or your residence, you can dig the soil from the biggest of the tree, like the biggest of the bargad tree or the peepal tree. Yeah, you should dig the soil beneath the biggest of the tree. So that soil is very nutritious, and you can use that soil. But again, you should see that soil should be dry whenever you are starting to use it. The soil should be dry. It should have that crumbs with it.
Okay.
And whenever you just wet the soil, it should not break up.
Okay.
Yeah. So that you can check the quality of soil like that. That whenever you wet the soil, it should not break up. It should have that binding capacity in it.
Acha.
So this is the quality of good soil. And always, if you are buying soil from unknown place, just sun dry it for 2 or 3 days before using.
Acha.
So all the any infection is there, if any bugs is there in the soil, because you are getting it from unknown place, right?
Right.
So all these infections or bugs, if anything thing is there, it will get vanished with the sunlight. So sun dry it for 2-3 days and then start using again. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Sheeta, since there is a weather and a season change in the coming months, what should one keep in mind regarding the herbs and the plants that this coming season they should plant?
Yes. Actually, this is the season. Actually, this is the season for vegetables, because you see, you sow the vegetables in the month of September and October, and you will get the vegetables in up to February and March. So this is actually the season of sowing. Yeah. So there is a chart available on the internet even, or if you are hiring some mali, so he will guide you for that. And because it needs a little detailed knowledge about it, you should have that knowledge, that in which season you should plant which vegetable or herbs.
Right.
And otherwise, the basil, tulsi, mint, lemongrass, wheatgrass, these all are all season plant. You can grow it in any month of the year.
Right.
But again, the coriander, you will not get the coriander leaves other than winter months.
Okay.
Because only in winter months we can grow the coriander, because we have a hot and humid weather 8 months a year in India.
Right.
So it is hot and humid climate always. So it is not possible for us. The coriander that we are using from our sabziwala or our vegetable vendors, they all are actually with the chemical pesticides they use to grow that actually.
Okay.
So I would not, I am not using it all the outside coriander, because from whenever I knew the fact that they are using this chemical fertilizers to grow this type of corianders, it is just very harmful for your health. Instead, I use some basil or mint or parsley from my own kitchen garden instead of coriander. Yeah. So because you cannot have that length of coriander, we are having I think 3 to 4 inches of coriander stems available in market.
Yes.
So it is not possible to have that type of coriander to grow in this weather of India. So they all use chemical fertilizer to grow that type of coriander.
And suddenly I'm seeing
So
these
you should be
green
very careful.
Yeah, and suddenly I'm seeing these green chilies have become so long and so big. I say, what is
Yes. Yeah. Because they are using so much of chemical fertilizer to grow all these vegetables. See, we have not seen bottle gourd, जो दूधी लौकी जो हम लोग बोलते हैं. We have not seen lौकी. We always have seen lौकी this size.
Exactly.
But now you can have lौकी of this size.
How?
Yes, and we were not having watermelon all over the year, carrots all over the year. But now we are getting everything all season in whole the year.
Right.
So they are using this type of fertilizers to grow these vegetables and fruits, because we are demanding for that. Otherwise, we used to see when we were small, we used to have the only seasonal vegetables and seasonal fruits in our home. Like our daddies and mummies always give us watermelons in summers only.
Yeah.
Because watermelon contains water in it, and it will be helpful for the hot and humid months of summers. right? But now we are having it throughout the year. So much of use of chemical fertilizer in this type of professional and commercial fruits and vegetables. So it is better to grow something on your own. I would suggest that if not everything you can't grow on your own, you have to buy some or the other thing from the market. But at least you can grow your herbs and some vegetables that are easily available in the market to grow at home. You should try with that.
So,
and one more thing about the weather conditions, if you are, just a minute. Yeah, if you already have plants and the weather is changing, so you need to take care of watering your plant. Because if it is humid outside and very hot outside, you have to give water to your plants every day. And if it is not hot and humid, it's nice weather, pleasant weather, then the water will not get evaporated fast. So your plant will not need much water. So you need to check the weather conditions for the watering of your plant even. And whenever you are having a good sunlight, a sunny day, and if you are having indoor plants, just take them out in your balcony or your terrace to give them a nice bath of sunlight, so they will flourish. Yes. So this is these are some tips for to love your plant. That's to spa your plant once a week. That even I've mentioned in my earlier videos even. That once a week or once in 15 days, at least you should take care of plant by giving them spa. As we are having spas. Yeah. So plant spa days should be there in your regime, in your routine, if you are a plant lover.
So, Shital, is there a particular time, like in the morning, should we water the plant or should we water the plant in the evenings?
Of course, there is a time when we are not having much sunlight. Like morning is the best time to water your plant, because they can hold water for more time, because it will not get evaporated fast, because it is not very hot in the morning. And in the evening even you can give water to your plant, but not during, I can say, 11 to 4. You can avoid watering your plant between 11 to 4, but in the morning you can give, or otherwise in the evening, so that your plant need less water and it can hold the water for longer time. And it will be very good for the soil of the plant if they can hold the water.
Right. And my second main question to you is that should we go to the local market and buy the vegetables, or should we order the organic vegetables and fruits and herbs?
No, I would suggest you should go to local market and buy the vegetables, because at least see, they are having not much of quantity of vegetables and fruits with them, right? Because they have to sell it within 1 or 2 days. So it is not that it is not that old products, because in online you never know that when it is getting packed or when they have actually grown the vegetables, and it is actually a long process to reach the online products to us.
Correct.
So for fruits and vegetables, always go to your local market and you consume the seasonal vegetables and fruits only.
Correct.
Don't go for the exotic one that is not in season, but if you want to have it, you are having it. You should not do that. That is my just a suggestion.
Yeah. And how does one stop birds and insects from eating the produce that we are having?
Okay. Yeah, some of my followers and my friends even asked me that question, that we have problem of birds and pigeons, and some even have the problem of rats even. That they come and they used to eat all the plants. So for the birds, I think you can just spread a net, a green net or a shade on over your plants. Yeah. So you can just protect your plants by birds. But for I think for mouse, I think I don't know that how to for rats, what is the solution? I don't understand how you can even afford to enter rats to your place, first of all. how you can sleep in that place when you have rats around? So it is just illogical question someone actually asked me.
Huh.
But for birds, you can spread a net, a green net
Okay.
over your plants, so they will secure from the birds to eat. Yes.
And if suppose I don't want to use insecticide and pesticides for my home and kitchen garden,
Yes.
is there a kitchen hack that you can tell us we can use to remove
Yes, of
the
course, of
insect?
course. We should promote, yes, we should promote the natural pesticides, because for that we are growing our own food, right? To
Yes.
avoid the chemical fertilizers, we are growing our own food.
Yes.
Like we are growing our own herbs at our place to just avoid the chemical fertilizers. So yeah, there is a list of natural insecticide pesticides you can make. You can, first of all, you can make a solution of dishwasher liquid and neem oil.
Okay.
Take the take both the quantities in equal proportion in a sprayer
Right.
bottle, and
Right.
just shake it well and spray over your plants. If you can see that your plants are already having pests, then use it regularly every day. And if it is not, any pests are not there, just to secure it from pests, just use it once a week.
Okay.
And if you have millibugs, those who have already plants in their place, they have even faced the problem of millibugs, that white small
Yes.
insects on the leaves.
Right.
They actually eat all the plants. Yes, millibugs. So you can use the pencil shavings. Those who have kids and those who are using the pencils,
Yeah.
you can use the pencil shavings in your soil. Yeah, you
Oh,
just spread
lovely.
the pencil shavings, don't throw it. Yeah, because the cedar wood, after out of that the pencil is made up of, they actually repels the bugs. So
Wow.
regular use of pencil shaving even just secure your plant from the pest. And if you have a lot many pests or insects on your plants, that it is not even going away by the dishwasher and neem oil liquid, because it is very mild pesticide actually,
Okay.
then you can make a paste from your kitchen ingredients. Like take equal proportion of ginger, green chilies, onion and pepper.
Oh, wow. I'm
Take
learning
equal
so much.
proportion of,
Okay.
yes, yes, because I'm using all these hacks for my plants. Yeah, so equal amounts of these four ingredients, just make a paste by churning in mixie, and using 1/10 of this paste in your water in a sprayer bottle, and rest is the water. So just mix it well and just spray it on the plants.
Can you please
Same thing
repeat?
if you are having pests.
Sheetal, can
Yeah,
you please repeat the
there are
four
four
ingredients?
ingredients. Yeah, yeah, four ingredients are there: ginger, green chilies, onion and pepper powder you can use. Take equal amounts of all the four ingredients, just churn it in mixie and make a paste. Make a fine paste of it. Then take a bottle, sprayer bottle, and use 1/10 proportion of this paste, and rest is water. Just mix it well. So it will again you can have a liquid pesticide with you.
Okay.
And the same thing, that if you are having lots of pests, then use it every day. And if you are having a little pest or no pest, it is just a precaution that to save your plant from the pest.
Hmm.
So these are the natural pesticides. And if you will use it regularly, see, I have make a routine of pesticide my plants once a week, that Sunday 2 hours is for my plants.
Wow.
So once a week I use this neem oil and this fertilizer, and next week I am, if I am not seeing any pest on my plant, even though I will spray little all over my plants, so they will never get any type of pest.
Correct.
So in this way, we don't have to use the chemical fertilizer at all, because this is very hazardous for one's health.
True. Very true. So, do you recommend fertilizing? Like,
Yes.
how often do you recommend fertilizing?
Yeah, it's once a week you should fertilize. Okay, fertilizer, right? Because I'm just in the mind of pesticides. Yeah, fertilizer. We should use fertilizer once in 15 days.
Okay.
Yeah, once in 15 days you should give fertilizer to your plant. And even fertilizers you can make from your kitchen ingredients only,
Yeah.
because I have already have a video on banana peel fertilizer on my page. And in the same way you can use the lemon peels, or you can as the mosambi मौसमी का जो छिलका होता है, the same you can use for the fertilizer. You can use as fertilizer, because see, three main fertilizer, any plant needs three main fertilizer: potassium, phosphorus, and NPK. Potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen.
Okay.
So these are the natural fertilizers. Like from banana we are getting potassium, from lime juice, lime peels, or any citrus fruit peels we are getting the nitrogen. So in this way we can, and one more fertilizer is this, the chai ka patti, the leftover chai patti, that after, this is a very good fertilizer for any plant. You just wash 2 or 3 times the discarded chai patti after making your tea. Discarded chai patti, just wash it for 2 or 3 times. Just sun dry it for 2-3 days in good sunlight, and they will just crumble like just like powder. And after that, directly you can use it, that fertilizer, in your plants. So those who don't want to compost, see, because even I recommend to make compost out of your kitchen waste. So this is the best fertilizer for your plant.
Right.
But if you don't have that much of time, or if you don't have inclined to make compost, at least these separate things you can use for your plants as fertilizers, like banana peels, like for citrus fruit peels, like leftover chai patti. These are the best way to use as fertilizers for your plant.
Okay. So if someone wants to start composting, like where should that person start? Like for me, I have not started composting as yet. If I want to start, what advice would you give me? A basic advice.
So basic advice. No, you don't have to make any investment. You just have to invest your time and your will to make it. Actually, the compost is the thing that if you have will to make it, you can definitely. And even see, I have trained my staff to make it, because see, I have to do a lot of things. We are not just engage ourselves in one thing.
Right.
But once I have started on my own, then I have trained my staff, and now he is managing all the things very nicely. I just have to go once a week and look at it, that how it is going. It is going nicely. It is not smelling. That I have to check only. So it is very easy, Radhika. You can even start your composting out of kitchen waste. You just need some old plastic bucket if you have, or you can have a purana matka or any planter of mitti ka jo hota hai. If you have anything like that, you can start with that. And you need two items for that.
Achha.
One is kitchen waste, that is wet waste, and you need dry waste. Dry waste means any dried leaves that you will get in your compound, or from your nearby park you can get. Or if you are not having that dry leaves, you can anytime use the shredded cardboard the cartons that we are getting from the online shopping. The shredded cardboard you can use the shredded newspaper, even if you don't have anything dry. So all these things you can use it as dry waste. Yes. So the technique is that you have to just make layers of dry waste and wet waste. So first of all, in a container, you have to take some soil or some compost if you're already having. Make a layer of compost, then put your kitchen waste, and then just cover the kitchen waste, the wet waste, with the dry waste. So there should be a proportion of nitrogen and oxygen for the to make the compost very nicely.
Right.
So it is a process that if you follow it, it is very easy. It is sounding little complicated, but once you starting it is not difficult at all, and it is very easily doable thing at your home. And this is the best fertilizer for your plant. Even in gardening language, it is called the black gold.
Wow.
It is a black gold. Yes, yes, it is. It is named. The compost is named as black gold because it is so nutritious for your plant. Because you see, you are not giving anything out of your place.
Right.
You are using the things. You are using these fruits and vegetables, and you are using the peels for your compost.
Yes.
So it is highly nutritious and it is very good. And the one of the secret behind my flourishing herbs and plants is the compost that I'm using, because I'm doing the compost at my place out of my kitchen waste. So
Wow.
this is the best fertilizer actually. Yeah. So if you want to start gardening, you have to think about the composting, because you need some good fertilizer always.
Always.
Otherwise, there are fertilizers available, that Gaika Gobar, that cow dung fertilizer is available there. Some vermicompost is available there. But again, all the things you have to get it from market, right?
Right.
And this is your own. And by this way, you can even help the environment when you are not throwing your kitchen waste, your waste outside. You are managing your waste on your own.
Right.
And this is the actually need of the hour actually,
Bilkul.
to not to throw any type of waste out of your place. I used to do because just a handful of waste I'm throwing every day out of my place. You believe it
Wow.
or not?
It's
But
amazing.
because the wet waste wet waste I'm using for my composting, and the dry waste I'm just making all the plastic packets that I'm getting from the different food types, that biscuit packet or chocolate wrappers or that chai ka wala nashta ka, any plastic packets, I just wash it and just dry it, and I used to give this plastic packets to the recycler. I'm not throwing anything. I don't even have dustbin at my place actually.
I'm learning
So
so
this is
much.
the best part.
I'm learning
Yes,
so
yes,
much.
because this is the first step of zero waste life, and everyone should start leading a zero waste life. It is highly recommended by me, so that you can have your less carbon footprint on the planet, and by that only we can save the mother earth and our planet.
Bilkul.
Because see, this we are facing this pandemics, and this pandemics is just a warning from the nature, that we have used the nature, we have taken it for granted actually.
True.
No one is taking care of nature. Everyone is taking care of their own self, their own home, but no one is taking care of the street, not the city, not the country, not the universe, not the planet. So who is going to take care? So at least we can start on our own, because we cannot take guarantee for the whole community, not even a building. Even I can't take a guarantee of my neighbor, but I can take guarantee of myself, that I am not throwing anything out. And
Yes.
if this thought will come to each and everyone's mind, you can see the difference within few years.
Bilkul.
So on this also, through my page, I just want to deliver this message to everyone with my little acts, with my little videos and little tips, that how you can start leading a zero waste life or a sustainable life. That
Right.
is the need of the hour. So it is just we have just shift to out of the topic, Radhika,
No,
but
but
it
this
is
is
actually it is all
important.
connected.
Very,
Yes,
very
yes, it is
important.
very important,
This is very
very important.
important. I mean, for the next
Yeah,
generation,
yeah,
it is very
because
important to make them understand that the zero waste life
actually
is the
life,
necessity of the hour.
yeah, necessity of the hour. Like in my last workshop, I have given an example to my viewers, that a man he's just lost in the desert, and he just have a bag full of gold with him, and he's walking and walking, and after a point of time he's not getting anything to drink, even or not a drop of water, but he has a lot of gold with it. What he will do with this gold?
Hmm.
He cannot even have a single drop of water in the middle of desert with
Right.
that so much of gold.
Right.
Yeah, so what we are giving to our next generation is this is the actually we should think about that what we are going to give to our next generation. You are
Absolutely.
giving a luxurious lifestyle, you are giving a good education, you are giving everything to your children,
Hmm.
but what if they will not have a fresh air to breathe? What
Exactly.
if they will not have pure water to drink?
Right.
What is the use of all this luxurious item? And the next generation will blame us that what you have done to our nature. You have not taken care, and see, we are the sufferers now.
Absolutely.
So
and
that
they are
will be the
suffering.
scene in future.
Yes, they are.
Already suffering, of course.
Small kids at
already
home,
suffering.
It's just so heartbreaking.
Yes.
So the pandemic.
Yeah, so heartbreaking. They are not even stepping out of the place. They are not even allowed to play freely. So this is just a warning from nature. You cannot imagine the effects of global warming.
Yes.
It is the biggest problem. You search the net that what is the biggest problem of the world now. So the biggest problem of the world is global warming. When the global warming will attack you and you can see the result, you will find yourself nowhere.
Correct.
So this is actually it is a need of the hour, and everyone should get aware themselves first and start from your own. I'm not trying to say that change the community, change the world, but at least try to change yourself, your habits. Then you can see the people will follow you. You don't have even tell to them that please follow me. They will follow you.
Right. Shital, you are constantly trying to educate and help anyone who is willing to do their bit in protecting the environment. It is the biggest concern of humanity right now. So I would just thank you so much for inspiring others and being a role model. Mic Drop Mom is always and continuously cheering you and Beejum. I mean, I am totally in support of you because I strongly believe in what you are endorsing, and you're making special efforts in educating everyone about our environment, and that is a necessity right now. So,
because see, the awareness is the key for anything.
Right.
If you are not aware of the thing, you are not aware of the positive and negative things, how you will take the action. So I am just trying to spread awareness through my page. Right. I don't want to actually give ज्ञान to the people. सबको ऐसा लगता है कि I'm spreading ज्ञान, but it is not ज्ञान. It is the matter of awareness.
Right.
We are Jaini और हम लोगों में ये बोलते हैं, if you are not having awareness, you will not get action on that particular point. So first get yourself aware about the things, that what is good, what is bad, what is good for you and your family, what is good for you, for the nature and the planet Earth, that we should understand. It is not the thing that you are taking granted for the years and years and you are not just taking care of it. So it is not fair thing for the nature. Yes.
Good.
So I am trying my best to just deliver with my tips and little videos to aware the people and urge everyone to just think twice before buying anything. If you don't want, don't buy it. So there are 3 main principles of waste management: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Just think before buying, just think before 3 principles, and after that you can buy the things whatever you want. Yeah. Guys, and there are some tips, Radhika, for I just would like to share with the Mic Drop Mom followers, and for for what Radhika has invited me here, just for gardening. So some tips that I am using for my plants, that if we all soak our pulses before cooking, right? So don't throw that the soaked pulses water. It is nutritious. It is highly nutritious for the plant because it contains all the protein. So always use that water to water your plant. That protein water, that leftover water after soaking your pulses. And one more thing, the plants always need starch. So you can get starch from the cooked rice or cooked pasta. So whenever you cook pasta or rice, the drained water is not a discard. You should not discard that water. You should use, just cool that one first and use that water for plants. So your plants will definitely thank you that you have given so much nutrition to us, and they will definitely flourish like anything.
Thank you.
So there are some tips, and the cutting and whenever you are having plant, just cutting and pruning is regular basis is very necessary, and getting rid of the unwanted parts of the plants. If you are seeing that one leaf it has turned yellow, so just get rid of that. So there are some small tips if you follow, you will be a successful gardening in your house.
Thank you so much for this conversation and for such helpful and
Thank you so
fruitful
much.
tips, Shital. I really hope that my garden, I'm going to send you pictures within next 2 weeks about
Okay.
my home garden and my
Okay.
kitchen garden also.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that, Radhika. Yes. Because I always tell people that please give me feedback, because see, these are my views about gardening, about waste management, about planet. But if you have any views from your side, and if you are following my tips, and if you have anything to give it back to me, just give it back to me. Just give me in the way of your feedback. So the feedbacks are always welcome, and I will
Absolutely.
definitely love to see your garden, Radhika. And I'm so thankful to you that you are concerned about this products of natural products, or the gardening, or the growing of herbs and microgreens, because I can see on your page that every day there is something or the other tip is there, that otherwise we all would know all these tips, but we are so busy in our lifestyles that we forget. We always we tend to forget all these things. That
Absolutely.
today only you have posed the soft pani that
Huh.
I was using it for years, but
Yours.
somehow I'm just leaving it now. Yeah, I'm just not doing it now. But from today onwards, no. Again, I have to use it. See, this is very useful. Yeah. So see, these are the small acts by which we can just inspire people to use
Right.
natural products, to stay away from the medication. So you
Absolutely.
are doing a wonderful job, Radhika, and I love both of your daughters. They are just literally they are angels, and all the best for your page.
Thank you so much,
And thank you
Shital.
so much for inviting me. Yeah, thank you so much, Radhika.
Guys,
It's
please
nice
do
talking
follow
to you.
Mic Drop Mom and Beejum on Instagram and Facebook. And I really hope that you have taken so many, fruitful and helpful tips that Sheetal has just shared with us. Please do try them and give your feedback
Yeah,
on Beejum. Her page is on Instagram and Facebook. And to us,
yeah.
Mic Drop Mom as well. Till then, happy gardening. I hope this conversation has helped you in some way. Uh, Loads of love from Mic Drop Mom and DJ.
Yeah. And
Sheila,
if
thank you so much.
anyone wants to ask anything, they can directly message me, or they can ask me on Instagram or Facebook, my page, that you can ask me, or if you have any queries about, I will there for you.
That's so
Thank you
helpful.
so
That's
much,
so
Radhika.
helpful, Sheila.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
See you. Bye.
See you. Bye.